Sweet dreams, everyone, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blue. Oh, can we already get the fishing rod? Damn, we got the useless fishing rod. Amazing. Thank you very much, dude. I think the next goal is the SSN and then Surge. Damn, Pokemon being careful about pollution. Propaganda in my old video game. I will never trade my people. Don't even try me, kid. This is where we can get like the bicycle voucher. Yes, I want to hear everything about your Pokemon. It's cute, lovely, smart. This man would love a Mamusame. Ravishing. Don't know if that's something you could call your animal. You do you, man. Sure, we will love cycling. Without even a button to activate it. You have to go into your menu every time. Game design. No one knows how to do it, even today. A luxury cruise. You're only here once a year. If only we had Surf now. I heard there's a track where we could get new. I want beep in front, I think. Passengers are restless on board. Sounds like an excellent luxury vacation. Don't call me Pop, man. Gentleman Sprite is so funny. Go Beep. I think we should be able to win this just because it doesn't have stab and we do. Tackle doing exactly a quarter. Horn attack. Way too good. What do you mean you have more than one Pokemon? Sounds kind of like cheating. He runs front right. So wild too. What is she looking at? Face is all teeth. Also, having 2 spikes on your butt doesn't seem very conductive to existing. Who am I to judge Gen 1 Pokemon designs? Wait, I judge everything. Girl, what are those? I think we eventually get a ground type move. Gotta admit though, no idea what the first one is. There aren't really any weak ground type moves in this gen, are there? We're just gonna start pounding. I need a ground type move for when we confront Surge and this war veteran party. What war do you reckon he fought in? I mean, I thought this was supposed to be Japan. Was Japan involved in any wars directly since the Second World War? think so. Everyone just leaves the door unlocked. There's no healing anywhere as far as I remember. Pokemon are your only friends. That's mildly sad. I have to heal so often. Bite. I always forget that Bite is a Gen 1 move. It doesn't feel Gen 1, you know? It's got that Gen 2 vibe, just because they changed the typing. Ooh, Raw didn't have the switchy thing. I thought that was already a thing. Huh. 2 rock thrusters in a row hitting. Incredible. And he just had another dog. The only friends are 2 dogs. And you're on a luxury cruise. Whatever, dude. You have fun. Were there other moves that could cause flinch already? You defeated his only friend. Should be nice to friends. Yeah, you just sent them to bite me. Maybe you should be nicer to your friends, you know? Should have made it so the ship just leaves, even if you haven't done the thing yet. I know it can't, because, like, the captain is vomiting all over the place. But they could have. Do I go back to get the bike now? No, we gotta return later anyways, I think. Should buy some potions instead. More. Oh, we already had super potions. Give me just a couple. Not too much. It's not like we have a lot of money to spend. So I'm thinking about what I want our last party member to be, and I think we're gonna have to get ourselves a water type. Is the ticket an item, by the way? Yes. That means you can just not bring it, and then they will deny you every time. Amazing. A week later. Full evolution here. So elegant yet cozy. You have one window and it points towards the hallways. I don't think that can be very comfy. Wouldn't you spend your time while docked at least checking out the wonderful city of Vermilion? Sounds like a tourism board. Here I am just bursting into cabins and throwing rocks at people. The way everyone should. Goes onto cruise ship for free, might I add, since we were invited by our good friend Bill. And then just start throwing rocks at people. We're the kind of, we're exactly the kinds of customers you'd want here. I don't think there's even anything you can buy. I wonder how they make any money. I think they're probably a fortune. Ooh, crit. It's still not very strong though. Might use Fury attack more, but it also has a higher risk of missing. Oh no! You went around the world for these. Yeah, I'm okay with Pokemon. Youngster. Beep is probably gonna die. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have no luck, so I'm only ever gonna hit 2 times. That's my bad, honestly. Lump, you should be stronger. Oh, focus energy. Lowering its crit chance because this game was never tested by anyone. Pretty strong on attack though. No more youngster. I'm great, I know. Thank you. No more room. Oh god, we're at this point. Turn 1. There's no downside to using HP up and such, by the way. TM8. What does that do? Body Slam is pretty strong. I think it's best to use Lump, another move. Should in general look through my TMs. Bite is useless. Water Gun being a TM is wild. Mega Punch could be good. Whirlwind is literally useless. Thunder Wave could be good if you needed strategy. Seismic Toss isn't really needed at this point. Yeah, let's train up Lump a bit. We're all underleveled anyways. Police agent on the trail of Team Rocket. Oh, you suck at this. Like, genuinely a horrible job. Dear. Only trash. Snorlax? No, I never heard of it. And this is why you look into every trash ever. Poor dude. Le chef, le main curses. Why did they have this guy randomly be French? Why are the kitchen guys all French? Oddball in the trash. Man, wonder what that's all about. Wonder who that's for. Luxury liner. Old parties with invited trainers. And where's the party here? There are trainers, but there's a sword master. Is he also a captain? Am I seasick? I haven't been on any cruise like. Guess I have been on a boat. Well, I have been on a boat before, but never on a cruise. I don't think cruises sound very fun. Just body slam our way through those fools. Tentacool. Pretty tentacool. Oh god, that has Gen 1 rep. That's not very tentacool. Gotta love interactive gameplay. Go right away again. I don't have anywhere to be. I am getting seasick, so thank you for asking. Supersonic and Rap, what a moveset. Thank you, Lump. Can always rely on you. You weren't careless, you were an asshole. Party's over. So there what? This ship is just about telling you about cool things that you've missed. Oh, we had this really cool party. You had to be there. Had to experience it for yourself. But you can't and you never will. And there's not even any cool trainers around or left. It's just the people on the cruise ship. Shelter. Interesting. Of this part of the game. At least we got it paralyzed. Oh god, that's annoying. Bob, get in here. Show them what's for. No more sailor. I am impressive. Thank you for noticing. I don't know, like 151 probably. You're not a trainer. Oh, feeling ill. 100 kinds of Pokemon. Nah. They would never release a gen with only 100 new Pokemon. Surely. Definitely. No, we were down there. We weren't to the right yet. Idea how big this place is. Just where we will stumble on our good old rival. Wow. No more room? I thought I just used 2 items. Why was this ever a TM? Yes, I know I should sell it instead. Let's teach Watergun to chirp. Max potion. Not like we need it at this point in time. Still nice. Nice to have. Sailor's Pride. With the village people or what? I think Horsey is cute. It's a shame that its last evolution is impossible to get if you don't have friends. I did have friends, but I did not have the right link cables and stuff. Back then you had to have extra accessories for everything. Let's get Bob in there again. Didn't think out with one shot. Shadow has pretty high defense. And tentacle. It's neutrally effective. The game is just lying to us. It likes doing that. And I also like doing that, so you know what, fair enough. Easy clap, sailor. Get sunk by my spirit. I don't know what they say about sailors not fighting, to be honest. Like, genuinely zero idea. What are you on about? This might take a good while of pounding. I love that this move makes everything sound wrong. Come on. Because I talked about a potential dig move, doesn't mean you can use a dig move. I think that's enough suffering in our team, though, that we gotta go again to heal. I want Beep to get some experience too, after all. Not much to do here for Klong, sadly. Who would have guessed that the people on a ship have water Pokemon? No way to prevent this, really. So isn't Snorlax to the right there? I should check. After we healed up. Yeah, I think there's Snorlax right. No. Oh, right, that's in Gen 2. Gen 2, you have a Snorlax blocking this city, I'm pretty sure. Can you stop? Actually gonna recognize me after like the 5 times I've done this today. Come on, dude. You know me. We're besties. It's like I've never seen this man before in my life. Oh, I forgot to put my stuff in a box. So we're gonna be overloaded again instantly. Oh, I hate the inventory system of the early games. Four hits. 5. Don't overdo it, babe. That tricked me into thinking that you actually want to beat an enemy. second horsey. See, that's more of the bee by now. Now that's what we hate to see, but always see. The consistency. How does he do it? No one can do it quite like him, to be honest. Critical hit that deals 2 damage. Wow. Foolish horse. I came in here with 3 horses. Gen 1 teams are so creative. I am not wasting another wine with PP on this one. You can't make me. Saw that incredible move. Tactics, a strategy. I know, hold your applause. Let's force beat back on his legs so he can disappoint us again some more. These are all the sailors' cabins. There are more people in cabins on this ship. Considering there were a bunch of people outside. Oh god, and it's a crit. Which means every subsequent hit is a crit too. Thank you, Game Freak. By every subsequent hit, I didn't mean the next attack. It's not looking good for Beep. Just like in general, in life, death and taxes. And we're back to the cutscene. How did this ever get through beta testing? It's not a rare move either. Come on, Lump. You can do better. Said better, not worse. I don't know. How is this tentacle so good at critical hits? Who trained this fella? Well, the sailor who said he has Pokemon too. Obviously, but at least Beep has another level, so that's something. Evil Star. Starmie Sprite in Gen 1 is also one that looks so good just with the coloring. Like, damn. And that's with only 2 colors on black and white. I'm not bad, sure. It's gonna be every day now. Gotta get all the items here, don't we? Do I just waste something? Honestly, getting Lump more utility seems pretty smart. And what's this one? Rest. It's also one of those very Gen 1 moves. Well, it's more of a Gen 2 thing, I think. All your Pokemon are from the sea. That smirk on his face is so funny. And it's another evil tentacle beast. And Beep is still reliable as ever. Ooh. Damn. Never mind, Beep. Well, I'm familiar with your game. Yeah, I'm familiar with your game, actually, and that wasn't your game. Ooh, this guy's got step moves. See, that's your game, Beep. That's what you do. That's the Beep we know. Get him, Bob. Really? Finishing with tackle? Beep deserves better than that. I wonder what the sound planning for these games looked like. Every Pokemon having a unique cry, and I really all like that. Do you think they had a plan like, oh, this Pokemon's gotta sound like, and that one's a, I'm not walking the plank. Pretty sure you don't have the authority to do that, sailor no name. Okay, big deal because you've got a mashup that looks two-dimensional. Okay, maybe you are a big deal with your two-dimensional mashup. Maybe Beep is just a small deal. Get him, Chirp. Why is water gun a TM? Turn 1 TMs are so random. Hi, Radish. We're fighting through a boat. This man just threatened to make me walk the plank. And now he says something completely different. There's no consistency in anything in this generation. Oh, that's all. Yeah, absolutely not relevant to anything. Nothing is happening. Avert your eyes. Don't worry, soon we're gonna fight the retired military commander. In a, like, non-political way, of course. But I have to do a Nuzlocke run. I have done Nuzlocks, or started Nuzlocks in the past before. Don't think it would be that fun in Gen 1, though. Because it's just too Yankee for it, too American. No, too janky for it. Thinking like, I don't know. I think the later gens are better for that, like Gen 5 and stuff. It'd also be fun to do a randomized Nuzlocke at some point. But of course that Nuzlocke is... I forgot again to to deposit my items. Nuzlocke is when you need extra challenge, and right now I don't need extra challenge. I need my Pokemon to lock in. Bulbasaur is right here. What are you talking about? Or my Ivysaur, rather. I would never betray Bob. Don't even insinuate I would. Luxury liner. Still don't quite see the luxury you're supposed to have here. Just shows here the dex entry. Interesting. Another trainer here also mentioned Snorlax already. The foreshadowing goes crazy. Themes and such. Have fought a couple fishermen yet, but we haven't had like an obligatory all Magikarp trainer yet. Oh, that's the B-boy now. B-boy, we have guests. Could you please log in? No? Okay. Sorry for asking, I guess. Tentacool. Annoying. I actually like Tentacool. The first random shiny I got was actually a Tentacool. In Platinum, I believe. Also, Tentacruel isn't even that bad in Gen 1. Why did they give Fish Pekamo? Oh, critical hit. Beep. Opening up new horizons here? Nope, same as ever. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Goodbye, fisherman. Party. I talked about this earlier, but it's so funny that they just mentioned that there was this epic, huge trainer party here and you never get to see it. Tonu takes nothing but Pokédollars. What's the currency in Animal Crossing again? I think it was like bells? Something like that. Yeah. And that's basically Pokédollars, which are also basically the real life Japanese yen. Which, as a currency, is also largely based on the Pokemon comp. That's not true, but it should be. I feel young again. 15 years ago, you could have won. 15 years ago, there weren't any Pokemon, old man. Seen Pokemon fairy people. I think the Pokédollar probably has horrible issues with inflation. But then again, we could actually compare gens. Like how much a Pokeball costs in Gen 1 versus in Gen 2. Because we know Gen 2 is 3 years after Gen 1. So at that point, we're doing math for Pokemon. The only math you should do is calculating how much damage the funny firefish does. And of course, to throw rocks at people's dogs. Which I'm being told is totally normal behavior. Man brought a horse on a cruise ship. And what even is your thinking here? Man rented a small cabin and decided he would bring his horse. Why? Why are you the way that you are, gentlemen? Because you must salute me, of course. Strong and rare Pokemon. Never saw you at the party. Why are they all just flexing on us with, that was this so cool party. Oh, you weren't there? It's okay. It probably isn't for people like you. You wouldn't get it. Beep, everything good? This isn't you, Beep. This is more like you. Why is Beep like this? Guy before told us he likes strong and rare Pokemon, and now we just walk over to his daughter and casually pull out our Mew. Amazing flex by us, honestly. You know, there is this thing where people remember Pikachu having like a dark tip of the tail, which obviously it never had. But why does this one? The tail is very different, isn't it? Like in the modern day, it just has the lightning bolt instantly. Here it has like a regular-ish tail. Yeah, I think it's the Mandalorian effect, where you think that Yoda was actually a baby. Oh, I wonder if anyone here will fight me. They actually don't. There's a fairy zone. It's awesome. I don't think so, actually. I think it's the source of like 20 million glitches in this game. I love how easy you can get lost here. There's nothing to do on this ship. There's not even a main deck. We saw the front where there's like 5 people standing around. Most of them sailors. One of them just a guy who's become seasick in the port. True. That's why they always bring back Pikachu. It's the Mandalorian effect. Invented by hit TV show The Mandalorian. I haven't seen any new Star Wars stuff since The Last Jedi. Said it was the last one, so why bother with more? Guess who forgot to dispose items? Item system is just not making its way into my brain. Now we're just gonna keep using random HMs or TMs when space runs low. Okay, this is the last one we were in. Damn, poor captain. Excuse me. I want Mega Punch. I think it's number 1. I think Clunk deserves a stronger move. And there is the guy. Bonjour. Imagine seeing you here. 40 kinds? I have 9 different. Work wants to fight. Oh, you got a Pidgeotto. Well, I have a bird that doesn't really do anything. See that? We got Clunk in there. Or at least I should be able to tank some hits. As strong as Mega Punch. This is rock that's already shaped like a fist. Probably just flying into his face. It's gonna be an amazing experience. I would also throw sand in response. Clunk just gets jobs done. Eradicate, that's a drop them up. Eradicate is only level 16. Doesn't it evolve at like 20 or so? Is your Eradicate illegal, buddy? Are you perhaps a criminal? You would have to tell me if you are. Wow. Teleport. You know, I invested my Opera into getting a legendary Mew, and you're just here trying to teleport in a trainer battle where it has 0 functionality, even though you have better moves. You could have beaten B, which is honestly not a big accomplishment. Everyone could have done that, but you could have too. Chameleon is so glossy. I love throwing rocks at the open air. And we're only doing so much damage because we have like no special defense. That battle was easier than I remembered. Of course I'm raising my Pokemon. Look at that. Beep is even evolving. Potentially turning into a Pokemon that actually can use moves and do damage. Can't even read his diary. This solves the problem instantly. And we got the HM. And he tells us to leave so he can do his boating stuff. think we were here already. This should be where we can get outside. Yeah. Got everyone here, so guess that's everything for the boat. Shame we will leave and never return. But everyone kept telling us about the amazing party that totally happened and was real. Really is the second you step out. Love how you can also see the waves just moving with the boat, like it's on a treadmill. Well, no more boat. This is the only boat in the entire region somehow. This was the only boat in the entire region. Now there are none. Okay, this time I gotta think of actually using the computer to deposit items. Back when computers looked like this. Okay, what do I not need? I don't need the town map because I'm very smart. I don't need to buy it because I'm better than that. I don't need ESS ticket because it's literally now becoming completely useless. I don't need, I don't know, the old rod because we don't want a magic up. Screw this TM, I don't remember what it was. That should be enough, hopefully. Now we can teach cut. I think the honor should go to Bob. Because we don't really have an attacking move aside from Wine Whip at the moment. Like in this gen, there's zero way to forget an HM. So every decision you make there is completely final. Unless, I guess, you transfer a Pokemon to Gen 2. We did it. Now let's face the greatest puzzle in Pokemon history. First, gonna clear all the trainers though. This is no place for kids. Literally, there's only 2 people taking the badge challenge, and both of us are kids. What are you talking about? Let's see cut in action. I love how every random trainer has a Pikachu in this gen. Not in this gen, but in the first games. Before it was like the face, well, it was the face of Pokemon already, but before it was ultra mega special. And here it is just growling at us while doing the uwu face. Pikachu into another Pikachu. Nowadays they have trainers like completely decked out in Pikachu merch. Finger Punch is strong. It's definitely not because Pikachu has like no stats whatsoever. Self-destruct. No thank you. Do not learn how to destroy yourself, Clunk. You're way too young. And you're gonna be a main guy for this ship. Lightweight but good with electricity. What does that even mean, rocker? What does that imply? Do you mean like you can't drink alcohol? Or you're physically lightweight? Who even brings that up when first talking to someone? Magnemite. Now this could be a problem, but steel isn't a thing yet. Humans have not begun using metal in the Pokemon world. Except they did know how to use metal in like the way distant past in Legends Arceus. By way distant, I mean like a couple hundred years. But the Pokemon timeline just doesn't make any sense. Let's be real. Still not over how for Volta they had 2 colors and they decided to use 2 different shades of yellow. Why? Like, we already know it's supposed to be red because it's a Pokeball. Why even? This guy was in the army and had Lieutenant Surge as his commander, and he's clearly old, so what does this imply about when this potential war took place? Because Surge talks about actually having been to war, so he's not like a peacetime recruit. Oh yeah, very good. Thank you very much. Who thought of this gym puzzle? How is it even theoretically supposed to work? Screw this, I'm going healing before we do this. Gym puzzle of just random stuff. It also is fun. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of bug in there too. Where it's not supposed to work fully like an ender. Wait, it doesn't work fully like supposed to be. Not. Whatever. You know what I mean. They didn't finish the game, I don't need to finish my sentences. Only trash. Me looking at insert thing here that you don't like. Do you love this gameplay yet? Honestly wild that it took them until the 4th generation to just give you a random math puzzle and treat it like it's a proper gym puzzle. Only trash. Now technically it would have to be this one. And it is. Hey kid, you won't live long in combat. So a child walks into his room and the first thing he says is, I will deal with you exactly like I dealt with my wartime enemies. Amazing. Technically, there's one Pokemon game where we've actually actively seen war, which is the Pokemon Stumping Tactics one for the DS, where you're fighting on an island that looks like Arceus. And you are the Japanese historical person Nobunaga, I'm pretty sure. Or you're fighting him. Somehow doubt that one's canon though. It is official. Probably not canon though. But he really sees me throwing a rock in his face and he is reacting by, I gotta be faster. The Clonk is not gonna outspeed you, buddy. Impressive fighting capabilities. See how he won the war. Well, technically he never even says he won. Do you think he lost? It's useless against ground type Pokemon, said the guy trying to shock my ground type Pokemon for the past 5 turns. Now, if this is supposed to be Japan, he almost definitely lost whatever war he was in. Do you think he was in World War II? Do you think Lieutenant Surge is a war criminal? I mean, he told us he shocked his enemies into paralysis, which that doesn't sound very Geneva Conventions to me. That's not right. True. Doing war crimes is not right. Kids, I want you to remember that for the future. If you have the chance to do war crimes, do not. By war crimes, I of course mean violating international humanitarian law, because war crime isn't quite its separate own category, but it's mostly that. It of course can only be done as prescribed by the second common article of all Geneva Conventions that defines them as applicable in declared war or any other armed conflict. So if you find yourself in declared war or any other armed conflict, please do not do war crimes, kids. I hope that's not too political to say as a VTuber. I don't think anyone should say. Let's throw rocks at a bat. Clonk is on a roll today. Look at that. It's what we call efficiency. Goodbye, youngster. Time for Lump, I think. Honestly, time for Chirp. Pokemon should be ready by now. Why are you talking about them like a succulent home-cooked meal? chirp, you have better stats because you're legendary. That's the power of chirping. That's how they get ya. Doesn't need a Reno. Is that already ground type? No. No, it's not. Thinking about when we will use a Moonstone. We should probably look up, like, what kind of attacks we get at which level first. No more youngster. Too much, too young. Find stronger ones? No, just train up, dude. These guys look so creepy. And this sprite doesn't make it better. Hello, gambler. Everyone really thought, what kind of professions do we need to portray? We've got sailors. Yeah, we should portray sailors probably. We've got a rocker. Yeah, that's an important job people have. What about gambling? Would say it's a cultural thing, but I'm pretty sure gambling is completely banned in Japan. So instead they can do definitely not gambling TM. No, you didn't have a chance. And yes, you can be a coward in the world of Pokemon. Many people use Incineroar. You're laying down some cables. We're in the middle of the road. Why is there an engineer here but none in Surge's gym? Why did he hire a rocker instead? Sonic Boom, that's a strong one. 20 damage at this point of the game is not nothing. Thankfully, your Pokemon dying on you doesn't have any consequences because friendship isn't real yet. Beep needs the levels the most though. I love how it's just an egg. Literally nothing but an egg. Spread the word to save energy. What word? Shut for live wires. You are again in the middle of the road. There's no construction sign or anything. What are you doing out here? Never just walked somewhere and had a guy go, oh, hold on there, miss. We're laying cables here. Also wouldn't. Like, I get, they use Pokemon that look like electronic stuff. They use electric types, so Magnemite. But wouldn't bringing a living magnet be horrible for any electrician job? Like, I imagine you have this thing flying over your carefully laid electronics once and everything is broken. Also, Magneton looks a lot less connected. Or a lot more weird in this gen. Spark plug, what does that even mean? Yeah, get to work, whatever you believe to be doing. I'm sure he's doing a great job. You've never lost. Then you're not a true gambler. Gamblers take risks. Gamblers lose from time to time. It's part of life. Also, you're just having your yellow ball scream at me. Which I don't think is the best strategy. I don't know, I'm no expert. I just work here. Lump level up. No more gambler. Your first loss. I still don't believe you. Luck of the draw. But he barely even attacked me. Ew. The only way to get from Cerulean City to Lavender is by way of the rock tunnel. No, I have a Nidorina. 30 kinds of Pokemon. I'm close. Big Pokemon is asleep on the road. So much foreshadowing for Snorlax, honestly. And here he is. Sleeping Pokemon blocks away. So we can't go anywhere here. Oh yeah, I think now we need to return to the other town and use cut to go to the right. We can do that this episode. I need to go through Diglett's cave. Oh yeah, Dig, that's the other. It's a move where we should have a TM from. That would be good to teach to Clonk, honestly. Dig and Gen 1 also had the same power as Earthquake. So it's basically the same move, just takes 2 turns instead of 1. I think I've bought everyone here. So we can go through here again. There is an item somewhere here, but we don't have enough different kinds of Pokemon. Use of the words kinds is kind of interesting. They use species or such in other Pokemon games. Let's get our bike. You know what that means? It's scrolling time. It's bicycle time. And now we need to leave through the broken-in house that's still destroyed. an entire ship at an epic party in the time it takes them to just restore this one house. Who do I want in front now? I think it's still sharp. Lowest level. I'm not yours. I'm my own person. This junior trainer female. You have no right to suck my mule dry. Oh, you just learned Mega Punch. That's kind of wild. I don't really have any of the learn sets memorized. Would be weird if I did, to be honest. Another oddish. It's weird green outline. Because they wanted some kind of outline, I guess. It's just solid green. Well, that's what we like to see. How did I deceive you? Oh god. Yeah, the dark tunnel. I don't wanna. I don't want a dark tunnel. I don't wanna. Trap, please. Even Clonk can hit Mega Punch, so can you. At least you're a Psychic type Pokemon and therefore have no weakness. My secret weapon, Water. Onyx is such a cool Pokemon. I hope they keep it up to the Elite Four. It's TM30. Teleport. That's also completely useless in battle. Come on, dude. Okay, bro. What do you want, buddy? Get water gun, idiot. I guess I'm limited to like 3 different Pokemon. Authority guys always laugh. You know what? Good attitude, keep it up. I am not walking. Literally, complete misrepresentation, junior trainer. What do you want? Why is everyone throwing their dogs at me? Well, it looks so creature here. Like Vtuber. It's just so shaped, you know? German, that gotta look cooked. Gotta look cooked, yeah. Gotta look good, of course, because it's gotta be one of the main guys. Its eyes are kind of weird when you look at it for more than a second. I would like a light. Yeah, does anyone have a light? Ooh, bug trainer. Haven't had one of those in a while. Beetle. Damn, we beat Hololive Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Damn. Now we're already doing better than Denji Chainsaw. Just watched the fandom completely implode and it's been funny. Haven't followed the manga actively in an eternity though. No more bug catcher. What? Yes, yes you do. Literally everyone tells you in these games to have a balanced diet of Pokemon. Eat as many as you can. And this one didn't even train them up. It's just rocking out with his Caterpie out. Caterpie. Would it be pronounced Caterpie, given the way it's written? Don't actually know how English pronunciation rules work. Probably why my pronunciation is absolutely terrible. Lemao, that Pokemon says weed. Which we do not condone here, of course, unless it's legal. That is such a strange little creature. It's like Karibu from Yu-Gi-Oh, but with less cute eyes. Bye-bye. I wonder what it means for the economy of a city if the only way to go there is through a completely darkened tunnel. Considering it's also the only place for funerals, that's gotta be kinda awkward. Imagine your beloved Pokemon died, so now you have to walk through the completely darkened tunnel full of people that want to kill you. Eckhand. You're a snake. You know, I feel they could have used darker colors for Ekans. It was probably more efficient to have it this light, so you can use white for parts of the skin. By talking about my Mew just looks like a shape. It doesn't have a bump on top of its head too. That's not how Mew looks like in front. Where's the bump coming from? Yes, we are off to Rock Tunnel. Seriously, where's the bump coming from? Hello, hiker. I'm a lot of toffee. I have a better Geodude. You're not going to see, you're just going to see the mythical Pokemon Mew that many people still have never seen in real life, according to its dex entry, which I am changing systematically. Look at beep training in where we can. I think the next batch is Erica. Probably. So getting beep trained up is actually going to be really helpful. If it will do anything. Why is there such a giant bone? Is there something I'm not getting? It's even shaded almost like a horn or something. Ho ho ho, kids should be tough. The next person's sales is not to be condescending. What do I really want to be though? Like you have a cat. I have the origin of all Pokemon. And it's true in this gen because Arceus wasn't invented yet. It must be wild of Pokemon to first introduce an evolutionary origin and then go, oh, by the way, creationism is real too. I am obviously talented. Thank you for recognizing my greatness. Here we got used to it. If we had it. And that's the Pokemon Center. Ghosts? Oh, I don't believe that's true. Also, that's also not true. Psychic type is the strongest with no drawbacks in general. Okay, I think Rock Tunnel is what we're gonna tackle next time though. Bit big of a project for today. Okay, I will see you here again next time then, and until then, as always, sleep well.